analyzing forex market might be the easiest thing actually, but when it comes to execution, that is where we draw line. That is where most problems comes in. All right, so in today's video I want to show you the easiest way in how to make your forex entries, whether you want to take your buy positions or you want to take your sell position. All right, so stick around. First things first, I want to rewind this chart over here. Let's just hit that replay. All right, so like we see currently what the market is doing, we need to identify the current structure of the market. All right, as usual we do identify with the trend lines whether we are going up or whether we are going down. All right, so when I'm talking about trend lines, this is what I'm talking about. This is what usually we do, we just draw trend lines. But today I want to give you something different. I want you to come right here in the market and start identifying only continuation patterns. All right, now when you identify those continuation patterns, that is when you will at least get what's happening. So let's get started. For example, this is it. I can identify this as a continuation pattern, and then I can see that the market did break out of that continuation pattern, and now I can see that this is what's happening actually. So we just continue doing that. We just have to understand what the market is doing, because that is actually going to help us in our entry decision. All right, so we can see that the market is somehow giving us lower lows and lower highs, and through these lower lows and lower highs, the market is breaking the structures. We can see that's a continuation, this is a correction, continuation, correction. Let me just start. This is a impulse movement, correction, impulse movement, correction, impulse movement. Then now this was correction, and some sort of market is giving us some type of a continuation, probably to the downside, or rather we just need to understand what the market will be doing. That is, if it breaks out of this high, that is when we execute. But let's continue understanding what the market is doing. All right, so that is when we just have to go to the lower time frame, just like that, the lower time frame, and then understand more in depth. Make sure that your trend lines are really neat, guys. We don't want to miss anything. This is what I'm talking about. Let's just make that correct. So for now, we just have to concentrate and understand what the market is doing around this zone. This is what I'm talking about, around this zone. All right, remember, we understand that the market is in a continuation phase. All right, so let's just hit that replay tool and react to what the market will be doing. Right, okay, so for now I can see that the market is somehow trying to give us a reversal sign. Okay, what do I mean by that reversal sign? You can see we have an inverse head and shoulder. We have an inverse head and shoulder. That's the left shoulder, that's the head, back for neckline, right shoulder. All right, so what now we anticipate is the market to reverse to go to the upper side. Right, so that is when we identify this as the highest point of the neckline. That's what's up. So our target initially should be all the way up. This is it. We should target around this zone, of course, right there. Then that should be actually so nice. All right, so let's go and see what the market is doing at the lower time. Remember, we've not made any entry decision yet. All right, we just have one confluence. We've seen that the market is giving us some sort of a reversal pattern, which is an inverse head and shoulder. So let's see. I need to see how the market is behaving. So that's what's up. Of course, let's cut these shoulders just like this. Right, so that's what's up. So let's continue. So we see that the market is trying to respect that support zone. Okay, that's what's up. Okay, that's what's up. That was broken. All right, okay, so that was some sort of a false break, or I can say a stop hand. So let's see. Boom, the market broke. Right, so I'm expecting a pullback, probably with some sort of a correction. Okay, some sort of a correction. This is what I'm talking about. I'm expecting the market to do this, come back in a correction type of nature, and if it breaks, that is another sign that we are going up. All right, so that is, let's hit the 15. Let's just hit the 15. All right, so let's hit the 15. We expect pullback. Remember that we expect pullback. expect pullback. So let's continue. Boom. You can see that this is what's happening at the 15-minute time frame. We expect a continuation channel, right, or a continuation pattern. So let's see what's happening. So somehow I can see that the market is giving us a new trend over here. We had first touch, second touch, and the third, right? So that is where we do execute the third touch. That is mostly the place that I do execute the third touch, right? So let's see right there what happened, right? You can see that is what's happening. And then if you look at this clearly, you can see that the market is giving us another continuation pattern. Look at that. Is that not beautiful, gang? Is that not beautiful? So right here we can see an impulse correction. Look at this. We have an impulse correction. Then now impulse, now we expect correction, right? After that we expect an impulse move, correction. That is how the market usually behave, all right? So that's, I mean, you need to understand the nature of the market, and when you do understand, that will be the better option for you, all right, or the better thing to do in this forex market, all right? So let's continue. As the market goes, or as the market plays out, we need to identify structures and zones that the market might bounce off. Then we continue adjusting our stop loss and until take profit, all right? So let's see. So that's what's happening. We can start adjusting everything once again. We remove this, right? We evolve. We do what the market is doing. All right. So we can see that the market has somehow given us a new structure, right? So look at this. We have higher high, higher low, and higher high. But then the market came back to this previous higher low. So if the market breaks out of that new higher low that it did, I mean the previous higher low that it did form, then now everything changes. That means that the market is reversing back to the support, all right? So let's see what happened. This is what I'm trying to say, just like this. So I'll just have to identify this. Of course I can see that that just happened. Come on, let me do this, all right? So I'll just have to identify that this was the last higher low. So that means if this market breaks out of this zone like this, then everything changes, right? That means I have to take my sell position once again over there. Then now stop loss above that zone, and now target this low, all right? Then I'll just have to close this position probably with a loss, all right? Let's see. So that happened, all right? The market did that, continued going up, giving me an head and shoulder. You can see that that's another sign of a reversal. So this market is somehow trying to play me, all right? So look at that. It has given us another indication to go down, which I believe might be the case. So that means if it breaks out of this support right here, the bearish candlestick, then I make my stop loss above that zone. Take this as a loss, all right? I'll just close it manually. I won't let the market go and hit my stop loss. So let's see. Actually, I was supposed to go I'm supposed to be at the 1 hour, because that is where I do take my entries with an hour candlestick, right? So let's see what happened. Right? So with an hourly candlestick, then that is what we do. All right, so the market just went up. So that was a very, very good manipulation. I hope you guys saw that. So look at that. The market gave most people a sign that it wanted to go down. That is now manipulation. Look at that. It gave us this sort of a head and shoulder. All right, so most people do take their position. Let me just show this. Most people do take their position at the head, all right? So this is it. I mean at the shoulders. This is where most people do take their sell position, just like this, all right? But my preference is I usually wait for the market to break out of the neckline, and that is where I make my decision. All right, only if the market breaks out of that neckline with a bearish candlestick, marubuzu, that is when I do take my position. All right, but right now you can see that the market did not break below this support, so I avoided that. All right, I did not take my sell position. Remember, I'm still in my buy entry position. Look at this, not been hit. All right, I'm still in my buy position. So that is where we come in and start adjusting our stop loss. So our stop loss should be around that zone, right? So let me just do this. Okay, all right, yeah, that's what's up. Let's just continue. So that is where our stop loss is. So we've just started adjusting our stop loss. So let's see, as the market plays out, we continue adjusting our stop loss, that is trailing our stop loss. So let's see what happened. Look at that, the market is giving us highs, and is it breaking? Yes, right, that is amazing, guys. Look at that. So basically we could have started adjusting our stop loss or trailing our stop loss. Let me just see, we can have this area over here that was a high, that's what's up. So my stop loss should be this zone, right? So let's see what happened. That is what's happening, right? All right, so the moment I saw that the market has broken that, probably, then now I just have to adjust my stop loss like this. The reason why I did not make my stop loss around, let me just rewind once more and show you this. Look at this, right? So look at this. The market makers are aware that most people will be making their stop loss below this support zone, right? So if I did that, I could have been stopped out, and you saw that. So I was aware that that might happen. That is why I had to adjust my stop loss to around this zone, because if the market tries to go back it and maybe close below this zone, then now that is when I have to understand that now the market is reversing, the uptrend is over, right? So I was expecting this manipulation of the market to collect stops, then now continue going up. Then that is when I adjust my stop loss, and let's see, that happened. We had that. So I just have to wait for the market to break out of this zone over here, or rather, let me just draw. Just have the market to break out above from this, then that is when I have to adjust my stop loss or trail my stop loss around this zone. So let's see. Stop hand. So the market is doing that, and so I believe I can see something right here. The market is trying to give us another trend. So let's see what the market is doing. Remember, we're just trying to understand what the market is doing, and currently we are up. Let me see how many points. Let me see, we are up actually 86 points, and remember the market gave us 137 points. So we also need to understand something. Let me just see if I have to extend this. You don't have to be greedy. Guys, we need to make sure that everything is in place. So let's see what the market did. Look at that. Okay, so I have to start adjusting things right here. So I can see that the market is somehow giving us a new pattern, some sort of a continuation pattern to the down right here, right? Because there was a break below our trend line, and the market has started giving us this. So probably we should see, maybe make our stop loss right there. If the market stops us, then there's no problem, right? Then boom, look at that. Did you see that? Right? Did you see that? So look at this. Like I said before, the market was giving us sort of a continuation pattern to the downside, lower low. Now this is some sort of a lower high or a correction before going down. the moment you spot what the market is doing, I guess everything will be simplified. All right, so let me show you something. If we was to take another sell entry or another position, right, let me just once again rewind this. Right, after identifying what the market is doing, currently, like this over here, then the market is trying to go down, so probably we just have to wait for a break. Okay, so if the market breaks with an impulse without giving us any correction, we don't make any decision. This is what I'm talking about. Let me just delete this first. So if the market does this, if the market breaks out, we won't make any position, or the only thing, we just have to wait for a pullback, then now make a decision, right? And if the market bounces off from this support just like this, then now you just have to wait for a break and then identify this as a new high. This is a new lower high, then this like that, then that is where we wait for that break, make our entry, then stop loss above this zone. Now we target down. Well, where was the last support or resistance? So we had this zone, just need to extend this, have that zone, so that is our target. We need to do this. All right, so let's continue. All right, so let's hit the 15 and see what the market is trying to do. So those are just anticipation, right? So we need to make everything more clear and handsome. So let's hit that. The market did that, pushed back. All right, okay, all right, that's nice. Look at that. Wait. Look at that. So that is what I was talking about. So after seeing that kind of a pattern, we identify this as a low, right? Then now this is a high. So all we just need to do is wait for a break of candlestick or break of structure. Now position right there, stop loss above that zone, and let's see. So that was it. That was the entry. That was the end position. But that had to happen. Let me see, at the 1 hour candlestick close. All right, that was amazing. And then we target right here, target right there. So let's see what happened. Right, we was almost taken in profit. That is all right. So actually, I believe, of course, you had to close your stop loss, right? You had to take your profit. You don't have to wait for the market to hit your take profit. Okay, so let's see what the market continue doing. We have this as a new structure right here, right? So let's see. So I can see the market is trying to give us this type of pattern. And guess what, guys? If you see this clearly, remember, we are still in this uptrend. I still believe that the market wants to go up, guys. Look at this. This is some sort of a flag pattern. Wow, this is amazing. Look at this. The market went up, then started giving us this kind of behavior. So I believe the market wants to go up. Let's see. So we just want to look for buys. We just have to look for buys. This is amazing. Let's go. Boom. Come on, let me hit the 15. Let me hit the 15. Okay. At the 15, that is what's happening. All right. So that's what's up. So look at this. The market's giving us a double top at the 15. Is that a manipulation? Let's see. Okay. So some sort of, that was a reversal. This double top was valid, right? So let's see if the market will go back and hit this zone. So that means if the market does this, let me see. Market might do this, then bounce off. That is when we should be going up with this pattern, a double bottom, right? That's the anticipation. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Right there. Okay. Okay. Boom. The market broke. Okay. We don't have to do anything. Let's just try to understand. Just try to understand. Let's hit the 1 hour. Okay. So our flag or continuation pattern, let me see if it's still valid. Let me just see. Okay, somewhere it broke. Okay, let's see. Oh, the market is giving us continuation patterns to go down. Okay, so if that's what's up, let me just see. Remember, I've not made another position. Okay, you just understand what the market is doing. Let's just see. Let's see. For now, I've not made any decision. I'm trying to understand what the market is doing, and anytime I'm seeing actually I've already started seeing an inverse head and shoulder. Let's see if that's a manipulation. Wait, amigo. Wait, mi amigo. Wait. Did you see that? Look at this. This is what I started seeing. Okay. That's an inverse head and shoulder. That is what I was seeing. And the market has given me that. So let's see. If that wasn't a manipulation, then let's see, baby. If we did take a buy right here, then our stop loss below that neckline, head, the right shoulder, sorry guys. So that is when I believe it's time to fly. And if we extend our trend line like this, right there, I still believe we have to touch. And remember, we are waiting for another touch right here. Right there. So let's see. Remember, everything here is just anticipation. Let's see what the market did. All right, wait. I just have to identify my first take profits and everything. So if the market hits this zone, our resistance, that should be an area of sensitivity, because I still believe the market will try to drop. And if it breaks, our swing is valid. So let's go. For now, I can see we are up. Let me see. I'm up already 30 pips. Let's go. All right. So wait. I can see something. The market is approaching our resistance in a certain type of nature. All right. We need to also identify that. So let's go to the 15. Look at that. So of course, we just have to do this. Look at this. Need to identify this and see what the market is trying to do. Might be a reversal sign though, or a continuation. So let's see. Okay, the market did that right there. Like I said before, I had to anticipate that the market will bounce off this zone and see if it breaks, we go up. Boom, that's what's up. Did you see that, guys? So let's just hit one. Boom, everything changes. We are now in for our swings, baby. We're in for our swings. That's amazing. That's amazing. So for now, what we need to do is try to adjust our stop loss. All right, we have this as a high, and the market somehow broke. So let's try and make our stop loss below this zone. All right, because I believe if I did not make this entry right here, I would have made my entry over here, then stop loss below that zone, and now target high. So let's say that is maybe our second entry position, right? So let's see how the market behaved. Give us something, baby. The market give us something. Okay. Boom. Okay, that's right. Wait, I can see a continuation pattern. This is amazing. Thank you, market. I can see that the market is coming back to retest that support that it did break in, sort of like a continuation pattern. Okay, which is amazing. Those are just signs to give us more confidence that we should continue going up. Look at this. So we have 1 2 3, 1 2 3. So if it breaks, we add positions. I'm crazy, man.